Hey guys, this is Wolfie, and today we are going to check out a few things. The San Francisco 49ers locker room interviews. We're going to check out the sideline sounds that came out of the San Francisco 49ers. Then we're going to make our predictions for the Thursday night football. Bills versus Dolphins is going to be at the Dolphins. I'm going to take this out of my ear. I don't even need these. So that's what we're going to check out. Before we do that, though, let's go ahead and talk about some things that are around the NFL real quick before we jump into 49er stuff. Deshaun Watson apparently has a new lawsuit coming in, and this time it's really damning. Apparently the lady actually has video evidence, and what happened was the massage therapist. So Deshaun Watson was apparently screaming on the phone, and when he hung up, the lady tried giving him like a shoulder massage, and he committed sexual assault. So we'll see. I guess apparently he's going to meet with the NFL in 2 weeks. Ronaldo says, "Fly, Eagles, fly." We'll see, man. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. Jalen Hurts it's a little iffy. But anyway, yeah. So, but hey, welcome to the stream where life is but a dream. Just saying. All right. Anyway, so Bill Belichick has recently been in a shit ton of commercials. I don't know if you guys noticed it. It's almost as if they're trying to make him seem like a casual, cool guy. You know what I mean? And like trying to beat the allegations of what apparently came out about him as a head coach last year. Apparently, he's too much of a hard ass. And he's kind of hard to work with. There was a rumor like that going around. So I think this commercial stuff is kind of show you that he's actually a good guy, chill, and not as hard as he's made out to be. And I think he's doing a good job because he seems like he actually seems like a casual guy. He seems like a good guy. He's on Pat McAfee. He's doing commercials. It looks like he's kind of a tolerable person, actually, which is kind of insane. I guess we looked at him through devil's eyes all these years just because he was such a menace through all the years, you know. It's possible, I guess. They definitely got a squad. If Jalen Hurts can't make the NFC Championship, like with that roster that he has, he's terrible. He's terrible. Like, I mean, I could say that he has a better roster right now than the 49ers do on the offense. Better offensive line, better overall weapons. You got A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith who can all who are very good at route running. 50-50 balls, incredible. You got Saquon Barkley, who's pretty much CMC. So you got your own CMC, and then you got Goddard, who's a good tight end. I mean, there's no excuses for the Eagles. You have zero excuses. None. So we'll see. Jalen Hurts did not play good week 1. He did not play good. He was carried by that defense. He was carried by the special teams. A.J. Brown had to do all the yak in the world. And then Jalen Hurts wanted to give away that game. He was trying to give away that game. It's the same thing you saw last year with the Jets. He was the reason you guys lost the Jets last year. So I think we've cracked the code. I think the code's been cracked on Jalen Hurts. It's been cracked. He can't handle blitz. And ever since Nick Bosa called him out, he has been playing like ass. He's been playing like shit. So anyway, that's enough about the Eagles. The Jets have re-signed Connor McGovern, who is a center, 31 years old. Last year, he had a left knee injury, MCL damage, and apparently he thought he was going to hang it up. But this year, he told Aaron Rodgers, the Jets, that, hey, if they were to go to the playoffs and win a Super Bowl, or if they were to struggle on some level, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. So apparently he still has a little bit left in the tank as a center. So we'll see, but he was part of a very shitty offensive line last year, so maybe he was the bright spot, but I'm not too threatened by it. It just, and also he's come off an injury where he thought he needed to retire, so that's kind of a big deal. And then after this, so let's go ahead and jump into the 49ers stuff. We can't do we're not going to do the Bills and Dolphins thing until the end of the show. I'll give you my prediction of who I think is going to win, and then I'll show you guys like the odds through DraftKings and stuff like that. Keep in mind the game against the Bills and Dolphins. It's going to be clear skies, according to what I saw earlier, and the degree it's going to be like 84 degrees. So there's like a 1% chance of rain or some shit. So I wouldn't look too much into that. All right, now we're going to jump to the 49ers stuff. Alex Smith quite recently said really awesome positive things about Brock Purdy. He said that Brock Purdy is the most fearless QB in the pocket. I could see that dude takes an insane amount of hits. You can find multiple plays where he's getting smacked as he's throwing the ball. There's one where, in particular, this rookie season where you really saw it when it was against the Bucks. He got laid the fuck out throwing it deep. Not deep. It was like maybe 30 yards. So like it's deep, but not really deep. You know what I mean? He like threw it to Ayuk, and Ayuk did like a double move, and he got laid out. He got murdered on our screen, and it happens like every week. He gets hit like that. So I totally agree with what Alex Smith is coming from and what he has to say. He says that his most courage in the pocket in the NFL. The focus downfield never wavers. I can totally see what he's saying. He does say he's unflinchable, and I had to check. I was like, is that even a word, man? So I went online and I had to check. Flinchable is not a word. It's unflinching is a word. Even that doesn't sound like one, but I digress. Alex Smith had high praise. However, Alex Smith has always been kind of like a huge advocate for Brock Purdy. You know, I don't think I've ever seen Alex Smith talk smack or do anything like to bring him down or harshly criticize him in any way, you know? So it's cool to hear that Alex Smith is supporting the 49ers and the quarterbacks. But I mean, I'm not going to take it like as gospel, you know, it's kind of like something that I already preached to myself that I see of Brock Purdy. And it's just like Alex Smith is finding new ways to compliment Brock Purdy, it seems. So that's what I got to say about that. I think it's cool. You know, he's trying to help push the narrative, like push the truth out that, hey, Brock Purdy's this guy. I like that. However, it's not like it's like a revelation hearing that, you know? So, but it's good to hear that Alex Smith is being dope and not like, you know, like that. 49ers. Next up, we got Deebo Samuel has a new show. I fucking hate that so much, y'all. I do not like it. It is from Bleacher Report. Cleats and Convos is the name of the show, and it premieres September 17th. I don't like it, man. I hate it. It's the Parsons thing. You know, I criticize Parsons for it. If there's any kind of trouble, you can't help to think about it. Like, hey, is this actually too much of a distraction for him? You know, if he's not playing as good, you can't help but think about this. I'm just saying, me personally, I don't enjoy it. Okay, it might be a good show. It might have a good time. Great to see a certain side of Deebo. But the moment something goes wrong, if he's not playing well, or to me, he looked slow last week, but apparently that was a hot take, so my bad. Even though he just got the ball a lot, so he was bound to make some. He wasn't terrible last week, but he was slow. Okay, I've seen a better Deebo than that, and if I continue to see this Deebo throughout the freaking the year, I'll be kind of upset. And I'm not saying I'm going to blame this show, but you can't help to think about it. Like, is there like he's doing things that are not football related that compromise his focus, and that's what's going to kind of bother me. And that's what Parsons does, and I judge Parsons all the time for it. So I can't be a hypocrite. I really honestly can't. So if Deebo is not the guy this year, and he has this going on, I have to be fair to everything. I guess I don't want to say fair to Parsons, but I want to be fair to my criticisms that I have for people. And if I'm criticizing Parsons, then I got to criticize Deebo for this. I did not like seeing this. But this is what Samuel had to say. I can't wait to give fans a true glimpse into the lives of their favorite wide receivers and the real conversations we share with each other about football and life. BR is the perfect platform to host the show, and I'm excited to join their team of athletes doing new things in the social space. Let me know what you guys think of this. Are you guys excited for it? Do you really want this show, or do you think you should focus more? Do you agree with me, or do you think I'm just overreacting? It's not that big a deal. We'll see. We'll see down the line, in my opinion. I'm not going to say like it's for a fact, but it's definitely a concern of mine. But not like a concern where I'm like, oh my God, I'm constantly thinking about it. But it's on the shelf. You know, it's on the shelf, and I'll pick it up when, you know, it comes back around. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of the show. It'd be kind of cool to see like a different side of Deebo and like have full-blown conversations and really deep dive into other wide receivers, kind of like what other people doing, you know, but like other wide receivers are doing. But like I said, I just want to win a Super Bowl. I want all focus to just be on a Super Bowl, not sideshows. So that's just me though. That's just me. Let me know what you guys think. Again, am I tripping? Am I just overreacting here? It's not that big of a deal. It's not going to affect it. Let me know. Let me know, because I would love it if someone could calm my concerns and I could take it off the shelf. I'll do it. All right, next up, Jordan Mason, the absolute stud of week one, probably the best. No, sorry, Saquon Barkley took that role, but one of the best running backs in the NFL week one. Incredible. Dude was an absolute stud. He was a lot better than I thought he was going to be. I believe 5.3 yards a carry, 149 yards. Nice, because 49, get it. And then 28 carries. The dude was on fire. He made an incredible. He only had one catch, but that catch was incredible. So, well, for a running back, I should say. But yeah, I'm super proud of Mason. And apparently, Jordan Mason got the Fred Warner treatment this summer, and it's paying off. Let's go ahead and deep dive into what that actually means. Well, I guess deep dive by reading this article, right? All right, he rushed 147 yards. Correction, not 49. So I take back my nice. All right. All right, so he carried the ball, blah, blah. All right, this is where he is. How did he emerge from such a demanding game? Is he sore, worn down, or bruised? This was after the game, and then he was asked a question about Jordan Mason, if he was, fatigued or not. When I've seen him, he hasn't mentioned anything. The trainers haven't mentioned anything. Shanahan said on Wednesday, he ran so hard in that game, and he seems good to go. He's not complaining. He's keeping his head down. He's doing his job. He's working hard, and I love to see that. That's what I like to hear. That's what I take from that. I take from the fact that Jordan Mason really wants to be a good running back. He wants to be in the NFL, and he's putting in the work, keeping his head down, and he's not complaining. It's very easy to complain especially when you've had such a great game. You kind of deserve a little bit of slack. You deserve like a complaint here and there, and he's not doing it. He's not caving into the love that he's giving where he feels like he can lean into a complaint or whatever. No, he's keeping his head down. I like hearing that. I like hearing that. I'm trying to find the next part on. All right, so as he explained it, Warner and two members of Warner's linebacker crew, Curtis Robinson and Flanagan Fowles, I don't know if they should be talking shit right now, to be honest with you, we're on roughly the same workout schedule following the conclusion of spring practices in early June and would bump into each other a lot in the locker room, weight room, and practice field. Mason said it started out with a typical chirping. You know how running backs and linebackers get, right? He said, we were always butting heads, and then one day Warner said, oh, why don't you just come out and work out with us? Mason took the challenge, then soon found himself on his back gasping for air. The mark of a Warner workout is that he doesn't allow much time to recover between repetitions. 30 seconds? Nah. Warner might cut that in half or eliminate it altogether and just move on to the next high-impact drill. Jesus Christ, how has he not been injured? I guess he's been injured, but that's crazy. Not actually taking the time to recover your body, just going straight at it, just constantly going. Man. Hey, if it's helping Jordan Mason now and Fred Warner, obviously it's working. Why not? But damn, I train in the offseason like it's in season. Fred Warner, it's my boy. I want to make sure I'm training harder than anyone else in the league, right? And it looks like it, dude. It looks like Superman punching out balls and shit. That sounded really intense. But the football, not balls. But he's just. Could you imagine you're just walking, all of a sudden he's like, ball! And just, gives you an intense nut tap, like a nut punch. Peanut punch! All right, so he goes, it's like in season, I want to make sure I'm training harder than anyone else in the league, right? And it's so easy to go out there and allow it to become monotonous. And I know the word monotonous. I just said it. And just try to check a box. And just like everything else I do, I don't want to just check boxes. I want to be intentional and make sure I get the most out of it. So that's why it's a little different if you're out there with me rather than if you're out there by yourself. He takes that shit seriously. Everything I said that I was worried about Deebo, putting the focus in, not doing this, not doing that, and just becoming monotonous. I have not. I know the word. I have said it before, but I'm fumbling it really bad right now. All right. If you're out there rather than blah, blah, Robinson explained that the workouts are designed to mimic a practice in which there's not much time to recover between snaps. That's actually a smart thought process. I see where they're coming from. In camp, you've got to be able to go 10, 12 plays, especially if you're a guy who's playing the preseason and you're going to be doing special teams of defense or offense, he said. You're not going to have time to rest, so we minimize the rest periods in our workouts. Do the sessions include the vintage Warner verbal coaxing? I don't know that, whatever. Absolutely to the 10th degree, Warner said. You should ask Mason about that too. All right. Well, I mean, if he's like being the Fred Warner mentality guy on the offense, why not? I'll take it. That's really cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know he was working out with Warner, and and that explains why he's not injured. He's not complaining, and apparently he's not feeling fatigued. He credits it to Warner's workout. So if it's working, and it sounds like it would make sense for something like that to work, if he's constantly putting himself in the position where he's always, exercising his fatigue in that situation where it's like, hey, I gotta get better at recovery. And it's kind of weird that because you think that would higher risk of injury, but if it's working, I can see why it works. But yeah, look, I joke all the time, he said, and I joke about it with him. How I was pushing him all season, but at the end of the day, this was all Jordan. The player has to put in the work, has to have the mindset. He's been running like that forever, ever since he's gotten here. It's just now he's gotten the opportunity, he's prepared for the opportunity, and it's all him. What a leader. What a leader. I like to hear it. That's cool. He's right, though. He really is. Like, people say, you got to put the work in. Those are just words. Like, you actually got to, like, follow through and actually do it. So when he's saying that, you can kind of feel it right here. The player has to put the work in, has to have the mindset. If you don't have the mindset, and what the mindset is like sacrifices for this one thing, you got to put in the work, actually do it. So, and I kind of felt that reading that. Really, I'm not gonna lie, kind of felt that. All right, so we went through the Alex Smith, Brock Purdy thing. We went through the Deebo show thing. Let me know what you guys think of that. Jordan Mason, let me know what you think of Warner's comments. I'd love to hear about it. I think it's really cool. I'm not saying it gave me goosebumps, but it's awesome to know that whatever Jordan Mason did with Warner, he's contributing to that. And that would make sense, especially given that there's no recovery time between snaps and they're taking it seriously. I think that's a great idea, and I'm glad that none of them got hurt doing this kind of recovery. So that means Warner has some sort of regiment that's perfect. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of like to see what that is, because I can only imagine that would because the workout he's probably doing is like really intense stuff on your Achilles and ACLs and stuff, because you're probably doing cuts, running backwards and forwards. So that's interesting. I'm actually curious what his workout is. That'd be interesting. All right, guys. So that was Alex Smith. Let me know what you guys think of Jordan Mason stuff. Next up, we are going to watch the 49ers interviews heading into the Vikings games. I was going to watch this yesterday, but there just wasn't enough time. It was already like an hour and some minutes into the show. So I thought I'd fit it into here. So this is Deebo Samuel, and it's going to be Kittle, Bosa, and a few other people. So yeah, let's go ahead and check it out. Let's check it out. Check it out now. So better check it out now. Bum, 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 bum. All right, here we go. Oh, no.
Why take less when you can get a beefy 5-layer burrito at Chalupa?
I almost got demonetized right there. I almost got demonetized right there. Oh, shit. That's actually what I'm getting
pretty
from
unique fan base. Do you enjoy playing there?
Dinner tonight, Taco Bell.
A couple days after.
All right, someone left 2 intense comments. Last Second Sports. Oh, shit. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Bro. Bro. Hey, Faithful, what's going on, my friend? Are you ready for football this weekend for the 49ers or the Vikings? What do you think about the game? The 49ers, the best team in the league. I think they're pretty dope, actually. Do I think they're the best team in the league? Until they could beat the Kansas City Chiefs, until they've proven they could do that, I will not say that. Because they clearly have our number. They clearly, no matter what they have, they've always found a way to beat us. But I do think we're the second best. I do think we have potential. So I like it. I'm a big fan. And do I think we're going to win? I haven't really broken it down yet because I want to save it for when we get closer to the game, because I don't want to do the same talking points. I want to save talking points to Friday. So tomorrow, maybe Saturday, and try to focus. Then I'll probably break it down and actually do research on who's on the team and stuff. But on the top of my head, I can't imagine, especially since our defense is familiar with Sam Darnold and his tendencies, and we're we're a very good defense. But then again, it's possible for Sam Darnold to know the tendencies of our defense. But then again, we have a new defensive coordinator and a couple new players on the field. I would say the 49ers defense should have more of the advantage here, especially since they've seen Darnold more. And again, this is on top of my head. And they don't, and their D-line, I think got worse than last year because they lost Hunter. But they got Byron, they got good corners, I believe, too, because they got Byron Murphy and a couple other players. Yeah, I can say we're confidently going to win that game. I'm going to probably end up. This may change, so don't hold me to it. But on top of my head, I'm going to say, I truly think it's going to be like a 10-point victory. I'm going to say 27-17. I'm going to say 27-17. Sniped by Taco Bell. Yeah, that's a bummer. I fucking absolutely hate when the commercials come on because then you get copyrighted and then you lose your well, I'm not monetized yet anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I can keep the copyrighted videos up, but if one day if I end up becoming monetized, it's gonna hurt the channel, and I don't want that. So I'm getting better at the switch off. All right, let's go ahead and watch the interview. Let's do it.
After a win, how eager are you to get back on the field, and how do you feel about your first performance? Obviously, you guys, I think 8 straight possessions you scored. So how does that feel? Like just getting rolling to start the year.
It felt good, especially starting out fast. That's something that we always harp on and want to do. And luckily we got the win. And coming off a short week, we know we're back to work. Had a day off yesterday, so we're back in now and just getting ready to go.
Is there a text thread between the Netflix guys? Because I had a chance to watch it. No, there's nothing like that. All right.
I'll say he's probably just there for a job,
Sam Darnold is playing over there. What did you learn about Sam? How talented is he, and how tough?
Sam, real talented. They got a strong arm. He's smart, make the right decisions.
Speaking of that, speaking of the strong arm thing, I actually forgot to bring up this tidbit. I forgot to write it down, but I thought it was absolutely hilarious. You guys all are familiar with Matt Miyoko. We all know, if you're a 49ers fan, you're really familiar. He's practically a legend. Everyone knows who he is. Okay, he's been around for a while. Last year, it was last year, he made a video on this, so go check it out if you actually want to see it. Actually, I thought it was just a funny response because it was like out of the blue, and he's just taking like a victory lap, and I love it. I love it because you got to, man, because it was a really, really insane thing to say, but then like Fred Warner apparently backed him up on it. So he was the one that said that Sam Darnold probably has the best arm they've ever seen in camp or some shit, and he got a lot of pushback for it, and I didn't hear him bitch and complain at all. So props to him to not because he got a lot of crap for that. Because Joe Montana, Steve Young, we all know. But apparently Fred Warner quite recently said, apparently in a recent interview, we might actually see in this one, I don't know, but in a video with Matt Miyoko, apparently he says that Fred Warner agrees with him that he has one of the best arms he's ever seen. So we'll see that. Hopefully it's in the interview and hopefully he can elaborate on that. But if you guys want to know a little more details, go check out Matt Miyoko on his channel. He currently has a YouTube. He got a new camera, y'all, so it's not all fuzzy and shit because I'm poor and I got a camera. That dude's rich, and I know he can afford a camera. So, and he got it. But, same. All right. Deebo Samuel, continue the conversation.
Week 1, you guys scored 32 points against a good defense, but how do you kind of balance with, it was a good showing, but do you think there's more out there for you guys?
Oh yeah, for sure. It's always more out there for us every time we step on the field. We try to get touchdowns instead of field goals, but points is points. But overall, I think we had a pretty good performance.
How did that sit with you? The 6 field goals. Good for
that was good. Yeah, for sure. Congrats on him. He won the NFC Player of the Week.
What do you guys think of the 6 field goals and us not getting enough touchdowns? It's cool to see Jake Moody. Like the bright side is that Jake Moody's scoring field goals consistently 6 in a row. Because we've seen him miss some of those kicks that he made on week 1 a few times. So props to him. Props to him showing improvement. Props to it was week 1, so it wasn't anything clutch really. So I don't want to take away from him. But it's impressive that he went 6 for 6. Hopefully he can continue it down the line and that he's more clutch down the line. Because that was the problem that's really one of the problems I had. He didn't seem clutch. But then again, in the Super Bowl, he had a clutch 57-yard field goal. But then he missed I haven't seen the highlights for the Super Bowl yet, so I don't recall. But I believe he missed an extra point or a field goal. But he nailed a 57-yarder, so which is the longest field goal in Super Bowl history. So he has it. It's there. He has the clutch gene. It's just now he's got to be consistent with it. And hopefully he can throughout the years. If we rely on him to make a field goal and he does it, hallelujah. Because I'm seeing a lot of other kickers out there that were drafted. Really, the draft thing is what's holding him back, like a lot of praise for him. Because if he was undrafted or a 7th round pick, heck, even a 6th round pick, maybe he'd be getting a lot of praise right now. Like people and content creators will be talking about him a lot more. But considering that he's a 3rd round draft pick, there's that stigmatism that he currently has. But if we take away that, and we all know that sometimes it's a hit and miss when it comes to 3rd round draft picks, when it comes to the 49ers, they're always weird ass picks in the 3rd round. Well, this one technically kind of worked out, even though it was a kicker and people weren't happy with it. If he's working out and he's making these kicks, he won NFC Player of the Week. I mean, there's things to be happy about. Let's be happy about them. Now we just got to look forward to, like, is he clutch?
Do you enjoy playing in Minnesota as a road environment? So they got a unique fan base. It's loud there. I mean,
I
it's
never
not.
played there.
Oh, that's right. Last year. Oh, from what you saw, I guess.
Yeah, it's pretty loud.
Yeah.
Good environment for sure.
Trent was saying how serious you guys were headed into the matchup when he walked in. He was kind of shocked about that. And then you guys go out and have a big win. How do you guys kind of keep your head kind of focused and not get too high? You got guys around the league saying y'all are the best team right now.
We just gotta, we gotta control the things that we control. We know everybody that we have around this building, and from us to the players to the people up top, I think they do a great job of bringing the guys in that fits as well. And when you step out on the field, business is business, and you go out there and just try to make the best out of every opportunity you get.
Trent was saying the other night that when he got here after missing all that camp, that he was really impressed by how locked in everybody was, how laser focused everybody was, for the whole camp that he'd missed. Did you have that feeling all the way through camp that you guys were locked in and ready to go?
For sure. Especially coming off a Super Bowl loss, I think a lot of us use that as motivation to come in and kind of put it behind us and not look back for what happened, but kind of like move forward and just control the things.
There is I'm not saying a positive, like it's positive we lost the Super Bowl. All right. I don't mean like that. Let me end that context right now. Okay. There is a positive of losing a Super Bowl before. Like, yeah, sure, they may have a Super Bowl hangover last time in 2019, but do you think it's possible that they know how to get over it now? Considering they've been through it and it's pretty much almost the same group. Almost. Not Brock Purdy, obviously, and a couple other players, but like key ones such as Deebo, Kittle, I guess Trent wasn't there. Can't think. Fred Warner. Few players, like they know, and they could teach those players, hey, this is how we get over it and we move on. We've had the feelings you've had before. We know how to do it. Let's get out. Let's move on and forget about it. So it's possible that there is a bright side to this, that the Super Bowl hangover may not affect this team so much. It's not week one. That looks pretty solid, right? But we'll see how it is throughout the week, because we've noticed that this week was just crazy bad play by quarterbacks. So let's just, I'm not saying wash week one, but let's not judge week one for the rest of the season as a consensus that, okay, this is what this team is. You know what I mean? So, hey, maybe this Super Bowl loss can help them get over the hangover possibility of this year, because we got the leaders for it. They have the experience, Deebo, Kittle, and Fred Warner. They got the experience. Now, can they teach the kids, not the kids, but the rest of the team that wasn't there, hey, can you not, let's not do that. Don't act like this. Don't be this guy. Don't be that guy. We'll see. But I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited to see what this team could be. I am positive that I just realized this now too. So it kind of made me more excited, because now because people were so worried about Super Bowl hangover and I never thought about it. But if you really think about it, this team's been through it. What if they've learned from it? Why not? So, all right, let's continue.
We can do for us like day to day and week to week, and I just think everybody was just trying to perfect their craft every day.
On Monday, you took a lot of snaps in the backfield. Are you expecting to take more snaps in the backfield during practice this week?
Expect the unexpected with Kyle.
That was like an evil laugh. I fucking love that so much. Expect the unexpected. It sounds to me that even he didn't know that he was playing running back. That's what it sounded like to me. It's going to be unexpected. It sounds to me Kyle was like, hey, Deebo, you may or may not be good, playing running back. Didn't even tell him that, really, now you really think about it. So, Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
Did you feel just physically coming out of the game the other night after the long layoff there?
Feel good. A little sore. A little soreness. Solid though.
I haven't seen the interview yet, guys, so I don't even know the answers, but this is the first interview I've seen with Brandon Ayuk. And try not to get too passionate about it. But just hearing sore, sore. Just my tiny little 49ers heart right here, like right here. And then general area. Okay. Kind of hurts. I don't want.
Did you feel yourself like ramping up like this week, or how do you kind of just view like your workworkload kind of increasing in the next few weeks here?
Oh shit! We got some questions.
Hopefully, take another
There are
step.
comments in your way, guys. My chat's not working. I'm supposed to be able to see the chat. Oh shit! There we go. Yeah. Sorry, guys. People make comments. I didn't see it, dude. Usually I'm all about those comments. My bad. 49ers faithful Sydney Grace. Hey, I don't know if you're still here. Sorry. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, dude. I have the chat right in front of me, and no one came up. I promise. I had to reload the chat. Epic fail. Oh my god. Trash ass content creator. Fuck. I suck. All right. Can you guys please put respect to my quarterback named DC4? There's too many negative people out there. I know it's the Panthers, but that's kind of funny you say but. Because, they're but. You can't feel sorry for nobody. It's the NFL. Who dat, y'all? Oh, Derek Carr? Because we know Derek Carr can either do one really great game, like once a year kind of type deal. It's week one where a bunch of teams are playing like crap. And if you look at the product that Derek Carr has given you in the past, and you know that he's capable of these games like once a year, you're not gonna put a lot of value in that. You're not gonna put a lot of stock into that. You're still gonna take what you saw last year, the years before, of who Derek Carr was. It's going to take more than one game to convince the NFL world that Derek Carr is actually a good quarterback. He really is. I mean, before he signed with the Saints, he was already being flexed as a quarterback that can win you a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? And then he did like the complete opposite of that. Okay, he got you like a top pick. All right. Well, I guess he's in this. Well, if he was in a different division, probably would have got you more of a top pick. But yeah, he has to stack it. He has to show consistency. He has to, like all year, he has to be great. Seriously, to overcome all the bullshit he's done in the past, he's got to do all that. It's gonna take a lot. All right.
Brandon, how critical are you on yourself, and kind of what was your self-evaluation of the first game?
I think after the game, I didn't watch the film until this morning. I was a little bit scared to watch it, but not as bad as I thought.
You were scared to watch it?
I was scared to watch it. Yeah.
Did it just not feel right?
No.
Have you ever felt like that before after a game that you were scared of?
Was that because of the end zone play, Brandon?
Partly, yeah. Partly.
The ball was in the right spot, though.
Yeah, it was a dime.
Yeah, it was time. Bro's walking back and forth. He's stressing hard, dude. At least it kind of shows. It kind of shows that how do I put this? It can show two things. It can show a very good thing, or it can show a very bad thing. It can show that he's eager to want to fix it, get better at it, or it could be like anxiety. I just want to get out of here. I don't even want to talk about it. And just thinking about it stresses me out, and I don't want to fix it. It'd be two things, but you could clearly tell there's some sort of it's making him wobble and do little something. So, I hope it is. I hope it's more him wanting to get better at it, and it's like something I don't want to think about. It's something I already seen in film. It's something Kyle has already shown me, and knowing that I need to be better. I'm being paid all this money, a lot of pressure on me and stuff. It just depends upon the mindset that he currently has, but clearly something is making him rock. Move.
You're playing in Minnesota this week. Justin Jefferson, obviously a pretty good counterpart of yours. What's your take on his game and what he offers the Vikings?
Dynamic. Just gotta know where he's at on every single play because he's that good.
Brandon, what is the next step for you as far as just getting back up to mid-season form?
Repetition. Just we got a short week this week, so being deliberate today and tomorrow, and yeah, leading into the game all the way up to.
When do you guys think that Brandon Ayuk is going to come back? When what I mean by come back is like actually be himself again. Do you think he's going to come, like it's going to take him a couple practices, or do you think it's the same amount of practice reps that you wouldn't have training camp to prepare for something like this? What I mean by that is like what? How many training camp days were there? Like 18. So like how many practices and games are those days where like he gets back into it? So like what? Maybe 3-4 weeks? Maybe 3-4 weeks. I mean, I'm not obviously we can win games without him, but when we play against the Cowboys, overrated this year. Don't get me started, but still, they have a better defense than not better than not without Hassan Reddick, I don't think. But what's our schedule? What's our schedules? Let me take a look at our schedule. I'll show the tab so you guys see what I'm doing. All right. Our next schedule is Vikings. I don't think they're that great. Rams, I think they're worse this year. I don't know why people think they're better this year. I don't understand that. They got worse. It doesn't make any sense to me. The Patriots, yeah, they won that one game, but no. I think we got time. We don't need him back. We don't need Brandon Ayuk to kind of be the same player again till what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till week 7 until we face the Chiefs. That's when we probably need him back the most. Because this is the game that I currently have circled. I don't really have a calendar circled over fucking Kansas City. I don't really have that, but this is the game that I'm sure every 49ers fan is like, yo, week 7, 49ers versus Chiefs is a big one. It's not, you don't get any credit for the Super Bowl. You don't get a Lombardi or whatever, but it definitely confirms a lot for the 49ers. They can beat the Chiefs, that there is a way to do it, that they're not cursed, that the Chiefs, have something over the 49ers. Because that's what they're currently like how we have something over Dallas Cowboys and the Packers in the playoffs, they have it over us. So if we could just beat him, break that curse off, then I feel a lot more confident going into the Super Bowl. So that's the game I currently have circled. So he has time. Brandon Ayuk has time to get unrusty. He has 6 weeks to get unrusty, and I think he can do that. I think he's got the chops. Oh, not that. Whoops, wrong one. Should have stabbed. There we go.
To the game.
Ha!
Christian, at what point on Monday did you feel like that you weren't going to get it?
On Monday morning, just moving around a little bit. I prepare every week to play. My mindset every week is I'm going to play. There's been weeks where I'll go the full week, not even feeling good enough to do the walkthrough. And then I wake up and the body's capable of a lot of cool things. And, mentally, I'm always prepared
It's
to play.
capable of a lot of cool things, all right.
It was
Very
a group
good
decision, very tough one. I hate not playing. But
I hate you not playing too, CMC.
Something that hopefully we can benefit from the rest of the season.
Is it at all a remnant from the calf injury?
Oh, and every fantasy football owner out there, why are you not playing, man? You were my first pick. They're freaking out, dude. Oh my God, the Madden curse is real, y'all. It's real. It seems very real. If he misses, I don't want to say it's official, but it's kind of creeping because he's allowed to get hurt. Every player is allowed to get hurt a little bit. But if he misses like a significant time, then yeah, I would say it's real.
You were dealing with at the end of last season?
It doesn't have anything to do with anything last season, though. It's just something I'm dealing with that I'll get right.
Were there any days in practice last week where you didn't feel right or that felt worse than other days?
Well, I think when you don't feel right in practice, there's a difference between, you don't feel right, but maybe by Sunday you'll be good to go, when you're working through some stuff and something's off. And so mentally I feel like, as I said before, I'm always prepared to play. My mindset is I'm going to play no matter what I'm going through physically on Wednesday or Thursday practice. And then the game day, you got to make a decision.
Are you expecting a similar process this weekend?
my mentality is I'm playing this week. That's where I'm at. That's how I am every week. You know, I'm not lying. I think as soon as a player says, you know, maybe I'll play, maybe I won't.
Oh shit.
That's not a good mentality to go into a week with, you know, when you're kind of on the fence. So for me, I'm ready to go.
Is artificial turf any issue with you?
Yeah, if you can't run on turf, you can't run on the field. Can't run on grass, can't run on turf. I think if you can
Oh, big news, guys. Big news. Oh shit. Big news. Okay. Good thing I tweeted. I went to go check this real quick because I wanted to find a video that I thought would be in a tweet, but apparently it's not. But big deal, y'all. D Winters and your Tier Gross Matos have returned to practice. Yes. No more weird depth DNs with Sam and Nanu and Bill Jr. Oh, yes, dude. Oh, yeah. I'm a big fan of Gross Matos. I hope he's actually healthy. I hope he's ready to go. That is exciting. I can't wait to see him play. Oh, dude, I think he's the underrated signing. Clearly, Malik Collins is the underrated trade. Probably the only trade, actually, I think about it. But Malik Collins was a steal, obviously. But I think before finding that all out, Gross Matos was my guy. I feel like he would be a lot better in this defense. He play inside and outside, especially when they're playing as wide as they are. You know what I mean? 5 wide sometimes. You know, he'd be great for it. I'm excited. Can't wait to see it. Gross Matos is back. Let's go. Several 49 players returned to practice today, including the following: Utira Gross Matos, D Winters, O-line Aaron Banks. I didn't know he was out, but welcome back. Juwan Jennings, didn't know he was out. Welcome back. Chris McCaffrey, I don't think he's playing. He's not playing. The 49ers have shown trade interest in Raiders Jacoby. Why? We don't need another receiver. Am I tripping? That's we don't need anymore. Why would you need a trade for a receiver? What the? All right, dude. That's crazy. I wouldn't like that. There's no need. We don't need one. Is there anything else here? All these Chris McCaffrey is back at practice tweets are making it sound like he just returned today. CMC was out there yesterday too, and he was out there all last week. CMC just didn't play week 1 because the 49ers saw little reason playing him at less than 100%. He's not wrong. I mean, there's no reason to play CMC if he's not 100%. You got Jordan Mason out there that everyone's been begging to see. Grant Cohn, David Lombardi, what's his name? Larry Krueger have all been dying to see him, and he got the load, and he was great. And with how great Jordan Mason was, definitely sit CMC until he's 100%. Because guess what? If you sit him for a long time, you're gonna have a fresh CMC, like more close. I'm not saying like we should, but like if it comes to that, the bright side is we'll have a very fresh CMC with like less than 17 games if it takes a while. That would be incredible to see. And I think because a lot of players get tired, defensive players, like, yeah, that'd be exciting. That'd be exciting. It's kind of an interesting strategy almost. But yeah, I mean, he's got a point. If they're all out there at practice, unless he's doing more at practice, but if he's doing the same shit he's doing at practice, you know, it's probably a big deal now just because of a lot of people are putting a lot more attention to it just because of the Jordan Mason thing, what he said about, oh, I got the job on Friday night or whatever. So like everyone's putting a microscope on it, I think now. And that's probably where Dave Lombardi's coming from. Like, why is everyone tweeting on this? He's always been here. That's probably where it's coming from. So that was not our secondary by any means, and it starts with me. No doubt, dude. No doubt. Jeff Ulbrich. Fail, bro. You got smacked. Yes, smacked. Be sure to like the live, guys. People watch this later. Please support the channel. I'm a small-ass fucking channel. I'm like one of those. It's like this, you know? But I hope to just go a little bit bigger, right? And it just grows like the Grinch, you know? That heart just grows. So hit that like button. Tell your friends. I'd appreciate it. I go live every single day. Straight up. Let's go. All right. Let's get back to the interviews. Sorry, got sidetracked. I was just super excited about this Gross Matos thing. So I was really excited about that.
Chance to pull aside JP before the game and say, "Hey, it's your ball"?
Honestly, no. I think with someone like him, man, I'm so proud of him. He, when you're in a rhythm and you're in a groove, you let him be, and he showed that, man. I was so pumped for him, and
awesome.
You know, just everything that he's done all camp. You know, he's earned that, and he balled out, and it showed.
Did you talk to him after the game?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, congrats. Yeah, congratulated him. We got a special room, and he's right there in the play, and someone who's going to help our team a lot this year. So I'm happy he's in our room and super happy for him.
You can hear the actual love and support. It doesn't feel like word salad. Like you actually hear the passion. Like man, he played incredible, didn't he? Like he's so good, right? Like, you know, I'm super happy he's on our team. Like there's a genuine, like he's being genuine. And usually in football, if someone's playing your position, you're gonna have a little bit of bitterness, even if you're hurt. But Christian McCaffrey knows that he's irreplaceable, I'm sure. But still, to actually hear that genuine love and support, especially in the 49ers locker room, it's wholesome to see. And I just think Christian McCaffrey's class act, man. I'm just so glad he's on our team. He's one of my favorite players. Such a good player.
Overall, what did you think of the performance coming out of it when you guys played for the first week?
I thought it was awesome, man. I think, you know, week one, you're always expecting a little bit of slop, but, you know, I thought the mindset was great. I thought the intent we played with was great. You know, obviously there's always things to work on, but watching from the sideline, just getting that perspective, I felt like, you know, the intent was there, and it was, you know, obviously you hate sitting out, but to get a win for the Niners to be 1-0, it's a good thing.
I think Jordan averaged over 8 yards a carry on runs behind Pooney. What did Pooney look like on tape to you?
He looked great, man. He looked like a vet.
Did you see this? I know okay, I know I'm glazing like a motherfucker right now, but dude.
You know, I thought the mindset was great.
Look at the way that he starts to smile when he hears about Pooney.
Played with was great.
Look the way he smiles.
You know, obviously there's always things to work on, but watching from the sideline, just getting that perspective, I felt like, you know, the intent was there, and it was, you know, obviously you hate sitting out, but to get a win for the Niners to be 1-0, it's a good thing.
I think Jordan averaged over 8 yards a carry on runs behind Pooney. What did Pooney look like on
you
tape
could see the genuine like happiness.
Like a vet. Looked like somebody that's been there before, and I think that's just a testament to, you know, the room that they have and him being able to follow those vets. You know, Trent coming in, you know, without hardly practicing too and looking that well, and just think the whole unit, the O-line, the tight ends, Juice, they all look good, and so hopefully we can carry it on to this week.
You got Sam on the other side. What did you appreciate about playing with him as a teammate and his talent level?
Yeah, man, I've known Sam for a long time now. He's become, you know, one of my better friends that I've met in the league, and it's cool to see him get an opportunity because he deserves it. He's always been extremely talented, somebody who can play in this league. He's smart, he's tough, you know, and
you can, and there's a difference now. Now there's no real smile, there's no giddiness, there's no like you can see that he's. I'm not saying he's going through the motion. He's probably maybe if he believes this stuff, but you don't see the fire as much. So
obviously we want to win this week, but I'm happy for him and his opportunity and have nothing but the utmost respect for him.
Hi. So why are
we I need to make this my profile pick. This is what I need to do. Last year, Brock Purdy lost the bet against George Kittle. I don't know if you guys remember this, but he had to wear like a Iowa Hawkeye hat, like helmet to a press conference. It's one of the funniest things, man. Like this way he looks, fucking Brock. He's just like wearing it. He just looks. But Kittle has fun with it, which is really, really funny. But you could tell this helmet is smashing him. This helmet is tight as.
Iowa lost to Iowa State. It's tough at home. Hate to see it, but unfortunately, the better Iowa team won that day.
You guys had a big lead in the game. Were you feeling confident early on?
I was, yes. Unfortunately, but that's when you usually lose, when you're confident.
How quickly did Brock reach out to you?
Oh, this is a small helmet.
You just got a big head, dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he texted me the score instantly. I said, "Thank you, Brock. You ruined my whole weekend."
If
It's very fun.
had won, what would Brock have had to do today?
The exact same thing as me right now.
Is that his old helmet?
Yeah.
Wait, was this Saturday? So this was before the game, right? He still killed some love, got him 4 catches, 40 yards, didn't hold it against him, But hey, I'm gonna throw you 4 catches. I'm gonna throw you 4 balls, man. But you're gonna have to wear that helmet.
Yeah, smells like it. Thanks, Brock. But I had my Iowa helmet out here too. I tried to put a dark visor on this, but Brock didn't want me to do that. But I get it. It makes sense.
Do you have any other bids going this college football season?
Oh dear. Hopefully, only ones that I win. I don't know anyone on the team from Troy, so we'll see when I get there. I think we play Ohio State pretty soon in Minnesota. We'll figure some stuff out.
Speaking of Iowa, I think this is the closest game on the NFL schedule to both of the campuses, Iowa and Iowa State. Will you have people that you know from Iowa make the trip out?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I would love to see an interview with Brock Purdy just like having to wear that helmet. I would love to see that. Not that helmet, but the Hawkeye helmet. I actually would kind of like to see that. This is wholesome, man. I love it.
Yes, actually, I have like 20 of my mom's side family members showing up. My mom's she's one of 10 girls. And so, 20 members are coming from that side.
1 of 10?
I know a lot of people in Minneapolis. I'll have like 25 to 30 people there.
Holy
George, since you're wearing the
balls!
helmet, what are the pros and cons of the shield over the eyes?
Oh, dear.
1 of
I did lose a bet. Floyd helped me out. Pros and cons? I actually couldn't wear one because I spit and stuff and it would get everywhere. So I don't know how people do this. It does dim the lights of these bright cameras a little bit, though. I will say that. So maybe that's why people, it dims the lights. Why people like them. Any Minnesota football questions?
Yeah, I was about to ask, how do you feel going into Minnesota after week 1 against the Jets?
I feel really good. I really do. I thought we played a really good game against the Jets. Obviously things that we need to clean up all over. Jake Moody was phenomenal. I think we have a good momentum going.
He was.
We figured out kind of our identity on the run game. We're just going to run outside zone a lot. Minnesota definitely, they went into New York and worked the Giants. And Flores in that defense is very talented. Their percentage rates of blitzing is incredible. They blitz more than anybody else. They beat us last year in Minnesota. So they obviously have our number right now. We're just going to do everything we can to change that outcome.
You mentioned Moody.
God, his shirt
is a game
is
1
super
to have
tight.
a reset.
Not only is that helmet tight, but look at his fucking shirt.
Rather.
I gotta stop cursing.
Compared to that.
Never want to be monetized.
Anytime you go 6 for 6 and win NFC Player of the Week, I think that's a great thing. And I think hopefully that just continues to increase his confidence because he's a hell of a kicker that can kick really, really long field goals.
What's your take on the skull chant and just the atmosphere in Minnesota?
I mean, I love playing Midwest football games because everybody there just loves football so much, and you can just kind of feel the energy of the city throughout the week. Every time I play there, I've had a great time. The fans are in it. They're loud. They love the Vikings, and they have a really good team. They have Justin Jefferson, who's a freak. They got Sam Darnold's out there slinging it. He looked great last week. So they have a lot of talented players, and their crowd is definitely going to be behind them.
When you guys can control the ball as much as you did, Fred obviously appreciates that you're on the sideline drinking Kool-Aid. How much
I know I keep saying this, but it's just so tight. How is he breathing right now?
pride you guys almost taking 2/3 of the game just with the football and helping the defense?
Really good about it. Hopefully he's not drinking Kool-Aid. That's a lot of sugar. Gatorade's a much better option. Besides that, anytime you can be on the field that long, that means you're running the ball. And anytime that we run the ball more than 30 times, we're a really good football team.
I see right there.
In the history of Coach Shanahan. So we're just going to continue to try to run the ball.
Doesn't it seem like he's trying to listen in on the conversation? Doesn't it seem like he's trying to I'm just trying to look for something over here? What the fuck's this guy saying about? It's got that
as much as we possibly can keep our defense rested because we have a really good defense and we don't have to rotate very much. They say they're fresh 100%. They're flying around, causing fumbles, causing turnovers, and that's what leads to good wins.
Just out of curiosity, is there any correlation to the types of questions that are being asked when you check your arm?
Not that I'm aware of.
Is that a 49ers wristband or an Iowa State?
This is Josh Jobs' wristband. Stop reading the place.
When's the last time you played quarterback at youth level or at any point?
8th grade. I think I was back up in 9th grade too. Hey, the more you can do, right?
Right.
You're going up against some pretty good offensive tackles this week, and you faced Arisaw before. So, what do you think about that matchup?
That one in particular,
yeah.
Both.
I want to be particular, and I got my quads with me, and I'm going to just, go out there and crush it.
I think. Well, yeah, I think both of them. I think they're one of the better.
Like classic Buzzer. I think, if we really go out there, we really play our best.
Tandems of tackles in the league, and they have a very good run game, which helps them out. So it'll be fun. We've had some battles before, and I think they're probably better now, and I'm better now. So see how it goes.
I'm having a blast right now. You can't tell. I'm just having an amazing time. And the Minnesota Vikings are a really intense team. And I think it's going to go well. We're going to destroy their offensive line. And he's just so monotone.
Better now. Have you kind of
So
focused
monotone.
on one thing in particular coming into this season? That
He gets scared. Like you surprise him for birth. Surprise! Whoa, man, that's crazy. I'm having a heart attack right now.
you wanted to work on or improve?
Yeah, I really have. I don't want to talk about it too much, but it'll come up on tape, and it already has. So I think I'm a lot more balanced between my different rushes, and I think it's opening up some things. And I was happy with the other night once we started to get stops later in the game how it was going, but a lot to improve on, and I'm just excited to have another out.
Not to dig too deeply, but meaning your pass rush moves, you're using a greater variety, a more equal percentage of the time.
Yes.
Nick, what did you think of the first game with Leonard on the other side?
It was awesome. He was winning a lot, causing a lot of havoc. He had a couple good plays in the run. But this week, I think we're playing a better, honestly, a better team that's they're playing better football, it looks like, and they run the ball well, and we're going to have to be better in our techniques. We kind of got away with some things last week. So yeah, we have to hone in and not pat ourselves on the back.
I'm muted. It's entire time. All right. So what I was saying is Nick Bosa is monotone as shit, and I can't listen to him anymore. Great pass rusher, great guy, love him as a player, but I can't do the monotone. It just really made me fall asleep. Makes me feel like the stream is boring. I can't do it. I'll just read his transcripts. Great pass rusher, deserves his contract. Good player. Not a good interview guy. So yeah. All right. We're going to go ahead and check out the Bills versus Dolphins game. And we're going to go ahead and make some predictions. I was going to do the sideline sounds for the San Francisco 49ers versus the Jets, but I'll go ahead and just save that for tomorrow. And we'll listen to that. It's like 8 minutes long. So, and I got to make dinner. I got to do a few things, and we're about to pass the hour mark. So let's go ahead and jump into the Bills versus Dolphins. All right. Bills versus Dolphins at 5:15 p.m. Pacific time. Feel bad for you East Coast people. I can't imagine having to watch a football game until 11 o'clock. Jesus Christ. Anyway, my score prediction, I'm going to just let you guys know, I have it 27-24 Dolphins. And this is how I think it's going to end. I'm going to give you a prediction on how I think it's going to end. We'll see. It's just a fun thing. Don't be like, oh, you were wrong. It's just a fun prediction. All right. The Bills, it's going to be the score is going to be 17 the score is going to be 17-20, and then the Bills are going to have the ball late in the fourth quarter, and they're going to try to kick a field goal, and they're going to miss. Dolphins are going to get it. They're going to go down, score a touchdown, and the Bills are going to come down and score what would be at that time a garbage time touchdown to make it 27-24. That's what I think is going to happen. And if that happens, y'all need to follow me, dude. Just straight up. My predictions have been on fire. I have been nailing predictions left and right. Just saying. This guy picks the Bills. It's possible, but I think they got a worse team, and they didn't play what's supposed to be a great team. So we'll see. That's Tyreek Hill stuff. Hill's playing. This article had a lot more stuff on it. Huh. I don't know where. All right, so I got it right here, though. Don't you worry. I got it all right here. I do stuff. Okay. I actually write notes. Okay. I'm just saying. I got to stop saying I'm just saying, but I'm just saying. Last week, the Dolphins and the Bills both overcame 14-point deficits. This game will be in Miami, and the weather is actually pretty good. It's 84 degrees. There's going to be there's like barely any wind, and there's no rain whatsoever. So, gotta give them props. I'm looking at Miami, and I think the kickers should do good relatively, but the kicker that the kicker that the Bills have, Tyler Bass, he didn't do very good during the preseason, but he had a very amazing regular season last week against Arizona Cardinals, 2 field goals, 4 extra points. But I feel like what comes up must come down, and I think he's going to miss a clutch kick. And that's where that kick I told you about is going to miss, and it's going to be a garbage time touchdown, 27-24 Dolphins. That's where I'm going to get that from. In this game, obviously, I got Josh Allen over Tua. I think Josh Allen is just, I think he is a top 5, maybe top 6 quarterback, but people praise him way too much. He's overrated in that aspect, just the praise he gets for like the things he does, like just in that aspect. But he is a top quarterback in the league. Josh Allen had an MVP performance last week compared to last year when he played against the Jets and lost to Zach Wilson. So maybe he's broken the chains, right? Get away from that slow start they had last year, and he's just going to go be dominant from here on out. It's possible, I actually thought they weren't going to do very good. I'm not going to lie to you. I guess that's a prediction I was kind of wrong about if you really want to put it that way. But yeah, I kind of thought they were going to start out slow just because their team got worse. You know what I mean? So I'm out of water. I got water, guys. Try not. Hold on. Oh shit! All right. I ran back. Okay, I'm here. All right. Where are we at here? Okay. Whoa! What the fuck? What's that? Okay. All right. So Tyler Bass has had a bad preseason. He was 5 for 12 the past 2 practices, and then plus up to the preseason game against the Panthers. He had a terrible kicking, 5 for 12, but he got it together against the Cardinals, and the head coach got his back saying, hey, we're not looking for new kickers or anything like that before that game. So, they believe in Tyler Bass, but I think he's going to miss a crucial point. The Bills will also be without star Teron Johnson. They're one of their nickel corners. I don't know if he's a star or not, but that's what the article said, that he was a star. I've never really heard of him. I think I've heard him a little bit, but not too much. Their defensive worries, according to the Bills, is Taylor Rapp because he was really bad against the Cardinals, and the Cardinals missed a lot of opportunities against Taylor Rapp. So maybe Taylor Rapp is probably going to give a deep ball to Tyreek Hill, most likely, if he continues his woes like there are. But again, the Bills fans, their biggest worry is Tyler Rapp on defense right now. So that's simple. The Dolphins are favored to win by 2.5 points, negative 2.5 points. I don't gamble too much, so I know very little about this stuff, but maybe you guys like to know this thing. So I thought I'd do a little research on that. but the Dolphins are favored -2.5. Bills over 48. The Dolphins under 40. There's a Dolphins under, which is -48, which is 108. And then the Bills over 48 is 112. I don't know what that means, but you guys know that now. So take that information with you. Bills over 48. The number next to it is 112. Dolphins under 48. The little number next to it is 108. So I can just show you guys, really. I don't know what I'm doing, but right here. So boom, this is DraftKings. This is what they currently have as their favorite. So if you guys want to take a look at that, you guys are interested, I think the Dolphins are going to win this game. And I would take the over 2.5 because I think it's going to be a 27-24 game. I'm pretty confident in that. What else? I already talked about Deshaun Watson situation. There's a new lawsuit. They're going to meet with him in 2 weeks. I don't know why that's a random thing I wrote here. So you guys know that again. Alex Smith already talked about that. Brock Purt, Bill Belichick. All right. So, and there's nothing really new news for the Dolphins either. There wasn't really much about them, just regular stuff. Like there's no real injuries. Achane may or may not play still. There's nothing saying that he will. So I don't know. We'll see about Achane. I think Achane is a really, really good running back, and he has a lot of potential to be a starter, but he just constantly gets hurt, like all the time. And I can imagine Mike McDaniel's like, I just want to move on from Mostert at this point. The dude's old, and I'm sure he's ready to go. He's ready to move on with Achane, and I hope that he gets it together because he has a lot of promise. The dude, I don't know, like what is the average right now? Like 6 point something yards a carry. So, Achane yards per carry. Jesus Christ, no way. 6.6? Dude, that's crazy. 6.6 yards per carry. Well, it says true yards per carry, but then it says 7.8 yards per carry. I'm just going to show you guys. So, according to player profile, true yards per carry is 6.6, but they're saying his yards per carry is 7.8. Whatever. If it's 6.6, 7.8, that's freaking incredible. Juke rate? They have a juke rate. That's freaking hilarious. Oh, that's awesome. 7.8 yards a carry. That is crazy, y'all. That is insane. 7.8 yards a carry. I don't think I've ever seen that. Wow. 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 Owen Wilson style. Wow. 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 All right. So that's my prediction, 27-24. Kicker is going to miss a crucial field goal, and the Dolphins are going to take that field goal and go score another touchdown, and then they're going to score garbage time. 27-24. That's my score. Let me know what you guys think the score is going to be tonight against Thursday Night Football. If you guys don't see this by the time the game comes in, all good. Let me know what you guys think of the Alex Smith's comments. Let me know what you think of Jordan Mason's play. Seriously, I couldn't thank you guys enough to everybody who watches this show. It's my dream of mine to kind of make this my job. As of right now, it's not. Obviously, I just do this on the side. But if you guys can support me, like the channel, let people know, share, do that whole shebang. From the deepest of my content, create 49ers heart, and I say that a lot because it's true. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. But yeah, to everyone who decided to come into this chat and say hi, I appreciate y'all. Ronaldo is the GOAT. I want to say a few things about the Eagles. Thank you for coming in. Jay said, "What's up? Something, bro." And then Rick Diaz came in. I appreciate you coming in here, brother. Last Second Sports made an appearance. So what's up, JC Naylor? Cindy Grace, appreciate you coming in here, man. Coming in here. 49ers faithful. Woo! That's what she put there. And then Turbo Duran, who's apparently a Saints fan. This guy right here coming in. Appreciate you coming in, support the channel, man. And yeah, Derek Carr needs to be more consistent. So to everyone who watches this later, sub if you like the content, like if you like the video. All love, fam, and I will see you next video. If I can press the button. Salute to Ty. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, brother. Good luck against the Bengals. I think it's the Bengals you guys play. Good luck, brother. Good luck. Good luck. All love. Take care.